cancer patient for 6 years is a big and huge challenge. Cancer is devastating to any family in terms of emotions, in terms of finances. Ask me. My late brother, the governor of Nyeri, Ruto Gachagua, was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in the year 2014. We stayed with him for 4 years trying to save his life. I traveled with him to London, to the US, to India. And the experience drained us as a family, shattered our finances, and we have never recovered to date. What this family has gone through is not easy. Please hold them in prayer and solidify around them. I want to salute you because I know what it means. And cancer is also very painful. And close relatives try to share unsuccessfully the pain of their patient. This servant of God has undergone a lot of pain, and the family has tried to share the pain. So as we move on as a nation, we have made many interventions as a government to come up with an insurance scheme to cover chronic illnesses, because the cost of treating cancer out of this country is beyond many families. As we speak today, many families in this country have harambes every weekend trying to raise millions of shillings to support their loved ones who are suffering from the cancer. I am very encouraged that now we have equipment in this country. The Kenyatta University Referral Hospital today has a PET scan. That scan was only available out of the country several years ago. Today we have equipment in our hospitals that can help in early diagnosis, because most of these cancers, if detected early, can be managed. So it's something that we are doing as a government, and I want to say that a lot of progress is being made to come up with an insurance scheme that will help families who have chronic illnesses, again, to improve the equipment in our hospitals so that people can get attention here in the country, which is a little bit more affordable. So I want to just encourage the family and to say that we are together, and the church, you have a new leader, the pastoral team, the management, and the congregation. Please support her to succeed. Support her. A leader is as good as a team that supports that leader. That is why we support President William Ruto for his very pragmatic and courageous decision to dissolve his cabinet and come up with a new team that is focused and competent to help him in the management of the affairs of this great nation. And I want to ask the church and all Christians to pray for our president to pick the right people. God has given him a chance to come up with a good team of patriotic Kenyans who are not corrupt, who are not arrogant, who are not vomiting on Kenyans, who are serious on service delivery. Our president needs your prayers. Are you going to pray for him? Please pray for him. And I'm sure God will be merciful to him. He'll get God's favor to pick a good team to put our country on the right trajectory. So as we pray for President William Ruto to pick the right team, you as a church do the right thing. Support Reverend Kathy to succeed. And you don't have a choice, because our brother who is lying here has left a very great institution. You cannot go back. you can only improve it. Finally, on a light note, I heard Bishop Karaoke say that people who are here found the Degwa is different. I too am in that boat. I was here in the Degwa 31 years ago. I was a young district officer in charge of Kiamba, where the Degwa is. Where we are was land with coffee, owned by a company called the Degwa Company Limited. And I oversaw the subdivision and giving titles to the owners of all these properties that now have been developed. I'm so proud what I have seen, the development that has taken place. My only regret, and Pastor Dorcas knows, is that I had also bought one plot, 3/4, and I sold it at 800,000 then. And it's a great mistake that I made. Because when I came, I asked, I'm told here now a plot is 35 million. Had I been patient, I would be worth 35 million today. But next time I'll make a better decision. And finally, Pastor Dorcas, you have heard the sister to Reverend Kiuna'S say that when they were quoting, he banged her car. You know you banged my car when I was quoting you. So, I had a small car, an Alfa suit, she banged it. So, tutaongea tukifika nyumbani, you know. So, with those very many remarks, I have the condolence message from the President. I'll read it, and before I do, I have a few leaders here. Let me just introduce them. They will not be able to speak. There are new challenges. Where we are going to church now, our leaders are not being allowed to say anything. Tuendelee namna hiyo? Kwa sababu nafikiri waliharibu kidogo, si ndio? So nyinyi mkae namna hiyo for the time being. We have Senator Veronica Maina. Please clap for her. Nominated Center. We have our women rep for this great county, Ann Wanjiko Wamuratha. Pigieni makofi. We have the Honorable Sabina Maito Chege. Pigieni makofi. We have a very great young man from Kiuna'S. You see him on TikTok, the Honorable Peter Salasia. We have the Member of Parliament for Starehe, the Honorable Amos Mwago. We have the immediate former women rep for Laikipia, the daughter of Zion, the Honorable Kate Waruguru. And of course, we have our bishop, who is also a leader, Honorable Bishop Margaret Wanjiru. That is the leadership that I have. Do you want Pastor Dorcas to say hi? Yes. She of the boy child. Who is? Oh, this is our presidential candidate. Yeah. And you know, Kabisa, and I say, I want nobody to accuse the people of Mount Kenya of being tribal. The reason is one. In the last election, Mwaura was a presidential candidate. The people of this region never voted for him. They voted for William Ruto and Raila Odinga. Are we tribal or we are not? We are not. If we were tribal, we would have voted for this man. Sindio? Asante sana kiongozi. Pastor Dorcas, wewe kuja hapa useme jambo. Si huyu mama anapigania boy child. Aya, sema jambo then nisome